Alright, hello everyone, Little Smith here, and I'm going to be making a video talking about the new iPhone SE 2020. They released it. Well, they ain't released it yet. They just released some information and a advertisement for it. Now, if you remember, there was a original SE, which was basically just like the iPhone 5, and it was the same shape. But this one, they done it after the iPhone 8, but they put the same chip as they used for the iPhone 11 Pros in it. So it looks to be a powerful phone minus the cameras. It's only got one camera on the back and one on the front. And from what I can tell, it's like a 12 megapixel camera on the back. So we're gonna have a lot. I'm not gonna read through all this. If you wanna read up on like all the main information, go onto the Apple site, and it's basically the first page on there. Just look for the newest iPhone SE phone. It is available from the 24th of this month, so a little bit less than 10 days time. So let's actually have a look at the specs, and then we'll look at the pricing. Now it comes in three colours, which is the black, the white and the product red. I kind of like the product red colour, really, it looks quite nice. Plus you're contributing to clarities if you buy the product red. And I think this time it is not for AIDS, it is for like for victims of the coronavirus and to help fund research to try and beat the virus. So let's go through. It has three capacities: 64 gig, 128 gig and 256 gig. Obviously they go up in price depending on how much capacity you take. So if you want the cheapest one, just go for the 64 gig. Just buy the online storage if you need it. The weight and size, it looks to be light. The height is 138.4 millimeters, a little bit under 6 inches. The width is 67.3 mil. So that is actually quite small for the width, really, and the depth is 0.29 inches, and it weighs 148 grams, 5.22 ounces. So it looks to be a light thing, and it does remind me of the iPhone 7 and iPhone 8s, even though like the newest, well, the latest iPhones that I have, or Dad has anyway, is the iPhone 7. It's not the newest one, I know, but we can't afford the newest stuff. We're not rich. We're not that rich. It's got a 4.7 inch screen, and that's putting it up against the iPhone 11. It's almost as big, I suppose, but not as big. It has a Retina HD display, 4.7 inch diagonal widescreen LCD multi-touch display with IPS technology, 1334 by 750 pixel resolution at 326 ppi, 1401 contrast ratio typical, two-tone display, wide color display, haptic touch, 625 nits max brightness, fingerprint resistance oliphobic coating, display zoom and reachability. What is reachability? We may never know. The chip is the A13 Bionic chip, which they state they use in the iPhone 11 Pros. Splash and dust resistant, rated IP67, max depth for 1 meter up to 30 minutes. Now it's for the good stuff. It's got a 12 megapixel camera, wide angle camera, digital zoom up to 5 times, portrait mode with advanced bokeh and depth control, with a 1.8 aperture. Aperture. It has portrait lighting with 6 effects, optical image stabilization, 6-element lens, LED true tone flash with slow sync, panorama, sapphire crystal lens cover, so they're still using sapphire for their lens covers, autofocus with focus pixels, a wide color capture for photos and live videos, and live photos. Live photos, shouldn't that be live videos? Next generation smart HDR for photos, advanced red eye correction, auto image stabilization, burst mode, photo geotagging, and the formats. What it does. The video recording, it can record up to 4K video recording at 24 frames per second, 30 or 60. It can record 1080p HD video recording at 30 or 60 frames, or 720p at 30 frames. Extended dynamic range for video up to 30 frames per second. Optical image stabilization for video. Digital zoom up to 3 times. Not very much zoom, but you wouldn't be zooming in much with this sort of thing, really, unless you like recording with like a camcorder. LED true tone flash, quick take video, slow motion support for 1080p at 120 frames or 240 frames. Time lapse video stabilization. Cinematic video stabilization, 4K, 1080p and 720. Continuous autofocus video. Take 8 megapixel still photos while recording at 4K video. Playback zoom, video formats, and stereo recording. Yeah, the take 8 megapixel ones, you can tell it's this is going to be like a cheapy one, because with the Samsung S20 and 20 Plus, you can actually pull out a 33 megapixel photo out of a 4K, out of a 8K video that you shot. So yeah, but this is a budget phone, so it can't do everything fancy, otherwise it'd be too expensive. The front camera is a 7 megapixel camera. Basically got all that. I'm not going to read it again. It's got better than a flash, quick take video, all the stuff basically. What the main camera can do. Touch ID, yep. Apple Pay, mobile and wireless. Location, it's got all this stuff. Video calling, audio recording, playback, Siri, button connectors. Basically everything that an iPhone needs. The Touch ID and home button sensor. Volume up and down, the ring silent switch, speakers, the side button, the lightning bolt connector, built-in microphone. So it's got a lightning, not USB-C connector, which I suppose they had to make cutbacks to keep the price down. It can last for 13 hours on video playback and 8 hours streamed, audio playback 40 hours, and fast charge compatible, charging via USB or computer system as well. And it's got all the sensors, operating system, the latest one, iOS 13, accessibility, built-in apps, it's got all the apps and the free ones, headphones, earpods with lightning connector, SIM card, it takes a dual SIM, nano SIM and eSIM. Not compatible with existing micro SIM cards, so it has to have a specialist one. Use it for hearing aids, mail support system requirements, and all the stuff. What is in the box? You got the iPhone with iOS 13, the earpods with the lightning connector, the lightning to USB cable, the USB power adapter, and documentation. Yeah, it's basically got all of this in the box. And the environment. So let's go to view pricing. They are taking pre-orders and they are taking trading. Like if you're trading in your old phone, you can basically get this for a bit cheaper. You can get this for £279 for trading. Yeah, it's got like white, black, product red. If you don't want to trade it in, you can either pay £16.99 a month or the full price of £420 or £419. And it looks like, actually, let me just do it so I can get a good price. There we are. This is without trading deals. The 64 gig one they want in full $419. The 128 gig one they want £469, and the 256 gigabyte one, the higher end model, it is £569. So if you want like the cheapest one, the 64 one, it'll only set you back £419, and that's a hell of a lot cheaper than the iPhone 11 Max. So yeah, that was my little talk about the news of the iPhone SE 2020 edition. It looks interesting. It still doesn't really interest me to go to Apple because one, yeah, even though this ain't expensive, it's a kind of a downgrade from the one that I want to get, which is the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. I think it's either the S20 or the S20 Plus I'll be getting next. So yeah, I'm going to be saving my money for that. This one is a good one. If you're on a phone, if you're on a budget and you want like a cheaper phone but than one of the newer ones, this will be your best bet. But if you're like into your cameras and stuff, then you probably want to go for the one with the multiple cameras set up on the back. So it will be a little bit better for you anyway. But it really depends how you feel. Apple does a lot of phones, so you can like buy whichever you want and have your own interests. So yeah, this has been a lowdown and looking at all the specs on the iPhone SE 2020. It is out on the 24th of this month. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time in another video.